Hello, Catching and Catching Secrets Insiders. This is Bernie with a weekly Catching Up. Today's topics: FTX. Is this story rigged? Is this artificial? Has this been set up? And what else do we see on the stock market? Is the S&P 500 recovering? Are we seeing a year-end rally? Stay tuned. I will give you a short update in a second. And here we are again. Catching. This is Bernie. Welcome to this week's Catching Up. What's going on? FTX. So it's in all the media. Everyone is talking about FTX, about this story, what's happening, what's going on there. So what's going on? There are so many things that happened here with FTX, and so many things that happened with the CEO. He's called Sam Bankman-Fried, and I call him Scam Bankman-Fraud from now on, because this guy, and 10 in total there were 10 people, 10 young people, I call them kids, sitting around building an exchange, a crypto exchange, sucking in everyone. So I mean, SEC, the regulation office of the US, we have Kevin O'Leary, the investor, we have Sequoia Capital, we have Silvergate, an institutional bank. We have so many politicians. We have institutional banks. We have the authorities, all of them involved in FTX. And at the day of the crash, Binance is coming. They are reading the financial report, and after half a day, they say, "I'm sorry, we cannot save this company." So I'm asking myself now, all those guys, all those companies, all those politicians, all those investors, they have, did they do their due diligence? Did they prove FTX? Did they do everything it needs to find out what's behind the curtains of this company? It seems that it's not the case. So that's, to me, that's very difficult to believe that they all did their jobs. So what I think, or what could be, is that the whole thing is rigged. This whole thing is set up. FTX, the story, the company, by whoever it is. Because what is happening now? First of all, everyone is asking for regulation. Everyone is crying for regulation. Please regulate the crypto market right now. Everyone is seeking for that. That's the one thing. The second thing is just money disappeared. Money, we have 30, on one day, this company has $32 billion in value, and on the next day, it is zero. And afterwards, they found out that $1 billion is missing, that $400 million was stolen in a hack. I can't imagine that this all is happening. And today, I show you a picture. That's so ridiculous. Today, I saw this guy, Scam Bankman-Fraud. He was going for shopping on the Bahamas. So a guy that was ripping off so many people, that was destroying so many lives, that is responsible for people committing suicide, whatever it is. Everything sounds strange in this story. So, okay, complaining enough. Let's say it is like it is. We cannot change it anymore. We can, the second reason that I wanted to talk about. The first reason, why should someone do that? Because everyone is crying for regulations right now. So they want to regulate the crypto market. And guess who is regulating this crypto market? Who is regulating this crypto market if someone is regulating it? It's the same people, it's the same governments, it's the same entities that are regulating the current financial system. So if they are allowed to regulate the crypto market, if they are doing this, they will take over control of the crypto market. And what does it mean? That means they know from every wallet who does it belong to. And they can, with a click of a mouse button, they can see the financial transactions in the blockchain of all the wallets they have identities to. So first reason is please regulate cryptos, and then please make us controllable, even better controllable. Big Brother is watching you even more. Second reason is money just disappeared, and money just doesn't disappear. It's just going from one hand to the other. So if someone we have on TikTok, by the way, follow us on TikTok. We are now on TikTok. Search for Katching Secrets. So I will show you follow our TikTok on Katching Secrets. Search for Katching Secrets 1. We are releasing regularly some funny videos, some great videos, some learning videos, and in the next day we will be releasing a video explaining why money just doesn't disappear from somewhere, unless somewhere who has control, for example, a federal exchange, is moving it out of the market. So, and this could be another reason that they just tried to take out money out from the market again through this company construction. So these could be some reasons why someone wants to build up this FTX construction and then break it down. So it's just assumptions. Call it conspiracy theory, but can you deny that it is like I told you now? I cannot deny that. I cannot say, yeah, everything was good and this guy was a good guy. I mean, they have donated $40 million to the Democrats recently. And now, yesterday I heard an interview by the CEO of Citadel Capital, a huge investment bank, and he said he was investigating the financial report, and there was a position in it which said stop Trump or something like that. So they have spent money for against Trump to do something against Trump. So this has to be, I agree, this has to be revealed, but on the other hand, it is like it is. So okay, let's say it is like it is. What is the learning out of that? What can we learn out of the whole thing? First of all, the first learning for me is never ever let your cryptos on an exchange if you don't trade them. So if you're working with your cryptocurrencies, put them on an exchange, do your transactions, and then remove it from the exchange back to your private wallet with your private keys. So this is the first lesson that we have learned from that. Second lesson that I have learned, I was investigating again the cold wallet thing and everything else, and I came across a guy who bought a cold wallet. He transferred all the money, all the cryptos on this cold wallet, and then he was asked for he was transferring Ripple, and when he transferred Ripple, screen became black. And he was getting a little bit anxious, and then he was pulling out the USB stick, the cold wallet, out of his computer, and then when he was putting it back again, everything came back, but a website was asking him for his 24 words key phrase. This is your private key. This is the key to your wallet. And this guy, I would like to say dumb guy, but this guy just entered this 24 seed phrase into this website. You can imagine he just dropped in the USB key again, and then he was on the go. And when he was on the go, he was checking his balance again on the iPhone, on the smartphone. And suddenly the balance of every coin he had in it was 0. So he was getting anxious again. He was hunting home. Set to the computer, he opened up his wallet again on the computer, and all of the balances went to 0. So next learning, never ever put your recovery phrase, put your 24 or 12 word secret phrase into any website, and never download a wallet, so an app like Exodus, like Trust Wallet, however it is called, never download them from somewhere else than the App Store, and ensure that it is the real app that is issued by the manufacturer, by the developer. And the third learning is, if you are purchasing a cold wallet, this means a USB stick or a device like Alipel that is holding your cryptos offline, so completely separated from the internet. If you're purchasing a device like that, always purchase it at the developer. Purchase it at the developer. Never buy it from the internet. Never buy it from Amazon, because there are devices that are manipulated. And this was the same with the guy that I told you about. This guy bought a device from Amazon, and it obviously was a hacked and manipulated device, and so he lost all of, not all, but most of his cryptos. So this is the next learning out of that. Good. So that was from the crypto space. Now let's move on to the stock space, to the stocks world. What's going on there? Morgan Stanley, no good news here. Expects the S&P 500. S&P 500 is an index where the biggest 500 companies are aggregated. They are put together, and we are watching their development. And out of that, there is developed an index, and this index should drop another 15 to 25% according to Morgan Stanley, a huge investment bank. So they are suggesting some stocks on this website now, but I have researched those stocks. I wouldn't invest in those stocks. It's, for example, it's ExxonMobil or Eli Lilly. Those stocks, their valuation is just, or mainly their debt. So they have a huge amount of debt, and in these times, having debt. I mean, debt is good in terms of inflation. Inflation is eating up your debt, but it seems they are highly in debt. Too much for me personally. And then we have some another news. Amazon is planning to lay off 10,000 employees. Same as Facebook. Facebook is also trying to get rid of 10,000 employees. Same goes for Twitter. Elon Musk has just fired, I think it was 7,000, something like that. And yeah, so hard times ahead in the tech industry as well. But we have some star that is shining, or an industry that is shining a bit. And this is the how's it called? Grocery, the wholesales industry. So Walmart, Costco, however they are all called. Walmart just lifted their annual forecast, and they announced a 20 billion share buyback. What does it mean? What is a share buyback? When does a company do that? If a company is making great profits, a lot of profits, then they could use those profits either to grow, they could use those profits to pay them out as a dividend to their shareholders, or they could use those profits to buy back some shares. Now, why should a company buy back the shares? To raise the value per share. Because if you, for example, you have 1,000 shares available and you're buying back 100 shares, that means you're removing 100 shares from the market, and in the market you have just 900 shares left, but the valuation of the company remains the same. So suddenly we have the same valuation, just not going over 1,000 shares, but on 900 shares. So that means that the price per share, the value per share, is going up. So that's what we're seeing with Walmart. They corrected their outlook to be higher. Interesting, very good so far. And yeah, one thing that I wanted to mention as well is, if someone is telling you money has been taken out of the market. Here I have an example for you on Twitter. Here you go. Here we read 2 trillion lost in crypto and the collapse of FTX. So it's not lost. And that's what I'm talking about. I will do a video on TikTok during the next days explaining exactly why this money is not lost. So make sure to follow us on TikTok. Here is again our handle. Look for it, search for it, Catching Secrets 1, and there you will find us on TikTok. Please follow us there and make sure that you don't miss an episode. All right, now let's head over to our investing pie. So what's going on in our investment pie? If you don't know what I'm talking about, we had a pie challenge, a 5-day invest yourself to freedom with a pie challenge, where we showed you everything you need to know about setting up a pie on Trading 212, and how you can, with just spending 15 minutes, so 5 minutes per week, how you can set up a portfolio, how can a long-term perspective portfolio. So here we go. Here is our pie. This is our current portfolio. Today is investing time, so we have some notifications here again. Just go to them. If you, that was what I wanted to tell you. Go to YouTube, search for Catching Secrets, and go to the playlist. The playlist is Invest Yourself to Freedom with a Pie. There you will find 5 videos, 6 videos, 5 videos plus a bonus video, explaining you exactly how to set up the pie and how to bring in your favorite companies into your own personal pie, in your own personal, let's call it ETF or basket, and then you just can invest in this basket. So here we have some news. If you are interested, you can read them for yourself. And so what else do we have? We got 9% today. We are 9% in the negatives, but compared to the SPX, which is this is the S&P 500, our reference. How are we performing? So let's compare this. Today we are here. So the S&P 500 is at minus 16%. So we have outperformed the S&P 500. Okay, let's invest. Let's do our investment. First of all, I will I will open up also my spreadsheet. So the spreadsheet is looking like this. Let's see if I can show you that. This is the spreadsheet. And in this spreadsheet, let's do the full frame view. In the spreadsheet, we have some numbers. Those numbers have to be entered from Trading 212. So we transfer the numbers from Trading 212 into the spreadsheet. And yeah, basically, let's start. Let's do our investment. First of all, we see the current balance of the pie, which is 1521139. 1521139. We also have 0.48 in cash available. That means cash is from dividends, for example, that we were holding some stocks in our pie, and these 0.48 are some dividends that we got from companies that we're holding. So 1521130, 1521130. Remember this. And now we're entering that as a balance 15211.0. Then the today's date is 17th of November 2022. It is a profit. So since the last time we've invested, it's a profit. Our average price, our average purchase price. So you have to invest the lower amount, which is 56.25. So we can enter here 56.25. But we have 48 cents from our dividends. So I'm just entering here an equal sign plus 0.48. And then we have the correct number here. So the next number that we need is the extra amount paid into the account. That's 0. Now let's invest 56.73. 56.73. We're heading back to Trading 212. And let's start investing. So 56.25. Always make sure that here you use your point instead of a comma. Then choose your self-balancing. Then some of them are sold, some of them are bought. It depends on how much money we've made. Confirm the buy. London Stock Exchange is closed currently, so we don't care currently. Then we're investing. The investing process takes place. Wait for it to be completed. In the meanwhile, we have here the free funds available, and it tells us blocked for pending orders. So pending orders are, for example, those that are on the London Stock Exchange, which cannot be fulfilled today. So the free funds today are 3256.65. 3256.65. Remember this number again. I'm heading back to the Excel sheet, to the spreadsheet, and I'm entering this number here. 3256.65. 3256 point comma here 65 in Excel. All right. Then we have 0 on the other shares. We don't hold other shares, and basically that was it. So 3256.65, that's true. 15. So 35, what was it? 3256. Sorry. 3256. I was just a bit confused because the number here was too high. So 3256.65, that's the correct number now. And yeah, now for the next weeks, we're adding some lines into our spreadsheet because it's the space is getting really low. So I'm just copying those 3 lines. I'm selecting them. Then I say insert. 3 empty lines are inserted. I just check if they are, yeah, here they are empty. Then I just copy over the content of these 3 lines, select them, and I paste here. This is paste, it's German, but it says paste, and you just paste them here in. And let's not do check line 30 and 34. No, that's the wrong one. So you have to ensure that the numbers here are correct. So in my case, the numbers aren't correct because it says E30, but we need the other one. So really make sure that these lines here are the right ones. I do it another time. Let's check this. It's still E30. So how can we correct that? Let's find this out. It's good that this is happening because it will happen for you as well. So I'm just dragging this over. Let's see what it's now looking like. Yes, now it's better. Now it's telling us the right number. No, actually it's not. So let's one more time drag it here. E33. Now it's correct. So I have to drag it here up. I take this one as well, drag it here up. I take this, all those 3 here, all the white fields, they are automatically filled, calculated. So I have to do that manually. So make sure, really make sure that here is E33 in this case. So the line before this actual line, and here 34, which is the current line. If you have any questions about that, so if you are unsure, if you are struggling in what I showed you just now, with this spreadsheet and this stuff going on, please don't hesitate. Write us a comment or write us an email. You can write us an email to Bernie to clientcare@katching.net. We're here for you to answer your questions, and I hope that was valuable for you. Let's see next week again, and I wish you happy profits, and make sure to follow us on TikTok. By the way, next week we have Black Friday. So Black Friday, we will have an offer for you, a special offer. We will give you something that we never have done before. And it will be a lot of value, a huge value So make sure that you're following us. We will let you know on all our channels. Having said this, I wish you an amazing week ahead, great profits, and catching. Bye bye. See you. Please be aware, we are no financial advisors. We do not provide any advice. We only share our experience, and our results are not critical. If we mention any stocks, funds, and other types of investments, it is for educational and illustrational purposes only. Most people are unable to achieve similar results to ours. If you want to achieve similar results, you have to commit yourself, systemize, to learn, and to stick to the routine.